Well, I heard about Steve and Claire getting engaged pretty early on. In fact, Steve told me 3 weeks beforehand and asked me if I could be the photographer while he popped the question down at the ice rink at City Hall. But what I didn't know is how creepy I would have looked at the time with a camera in my hand around a bunch of children at City Hall by myself. Besides that, it turned out really good. It was great to see Steve actually get down on the one knee in front of a beautiful City Hall during Christmas time. And I got the great picture and didn't have the police called on me. So it was a good time all around.
So I wish Steve and Claire all the best in their future together. And I think my invitation was lost in the mail, but that's okay. I will answer question number 3 for you guys, which is when did you know they were right for each other? Claire, he's not right for you at all. I don't know why you're marrying him, and you're way better than that. But I wish you guys all the best anyway.
Hi, Claire and Steve.
Hey, guys.
I'm gonna go with my favorite memory of you two as a couple. It was in second year, and we had to partner off. And Steve, you had a friend, and Claire sitting on either side of you. And when it came time to pick, you were, who were you gonna pick, your girlfriend or your friend? So it was a little awkward. And then Claire, she stepped in and said, "Well, clearly you're gonna pick me, right?" And so Steve, you went ahead with it, and it was too funny.
So for this one, there's definitely a lot, but the winner had to definitely be from our annual Christmas dinner. This past year we themed it as ugly Christmas sweater themed. So, of course, all of us, we decided to just, wear an ugly Christmas sweater, but Claire and Steve stepped it up a notch, and Steve was the most convincing ugly Christmas tree, and Claire was the candy cane.
And you wore it all night, Steve. You were a champion.
A lot of commitment.
This wedding's happening now.
This is the wedding of the century.
Yeah.
Never mind, like Prince William and Kate ain't got nothing on
Chief.
Prince Chief and Princess Claire. And we love you guys, and couldn't be happier for, 2 of our amazing best friends.
Hey guys, happy wedding day, congratulations. So I am sitting here at Brock University campus where the magic all began. Look, right over there is D House. I can't go in because the doors are locked into the actual thing, I guess, but I'm at least at the campus. One of my favorite memories of you two together is probably your birthday, Claire. We were in Port Dalhousie and you really wanted to run on the beach in your bare feet, but Steve wouldn't let you. And so you had them in your hand, and you told Steve to look over there, and you dropped your shoes and booked it onto the beach, and Steve just chased after you, and I was laughing hysterically. It was so funny.
I knew Claire was perfect for Steve the day we met. She's smart, beautiful, and has a hilariously quirky sense of humor, which, if we're being honest, matches Steve perfectly. Most importantly, she very clearly makes Steve truly happy, and together they're unstoppable. I couldn't be happier for them. And in terms of advice, you guys don't need any. It's clear that you're meant to be. But if I can say one thing, love is hard and it's not perfect. But as long as you guys can always find your way back to each other, you'll be able to conquer anything. Congratulations, you crazy kids. Best wishes now and always.
Claire, a man who eats garlic is a happy man.
My advice would be to not bring Steve to any haka places. He cannot handle spice.
Congratulations! You guys are, the most perfect couple, and we hope, we know you'll have a long and fruitful marriage.
And pretty babies!
I wish both of you guys all the best. Congratulations, and cheers to a happy, healthy marriage.
This is the picture, and don't kill me. But it's this one right here. So that's you two, just a couple months ago actually, we were having a get-together with the wedding party. And so if you can see, at this point in the night, Steve is actually feeding Claire a beer. Don't know if she really needed it, but she's getting it there. And so, this is one of my favorite moments of you guys. And that it goes to show what an amazing couple you are. And I think that everyone can attest to how much fun you guys are, and you're always up for anything, and so that was one of my favorite moments with you two.
Happy wedding day! We're Claire and Steve's Australian friends, We were lucky enough to form an international friendship with them when we did a 16-day trip around Europe. Wish you guys all the best as Mr. and Mrs. Sears, and just remember you'll always have a home here in Australia, so make your way over here sometime, guys.
With all your cute little babies.
I first heard about Steve and Claire's engagement on April 6, 2012, when Steve approached me and told me face-to-face, man-to-man, that we could not continue our relationship any longer. I want to wish you guys all the happiness in the world, and if I could give you one piece of advice, that would be to go and buy a bed for your spare room.
Hi, Steve and Claire. It's got a nice ring to it, Mr. and Mrs. Steve and Claire Sears. I just want to wish you both the best, and I know you're going to have a great wedding and a great marriage. You're a very good couple, and I'm happy for both of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Steve and Claire.
Steve and Claire, we are looking so forward to sharing your special day with you, and we'd like to give you best wishes for a very happy life together.
Claire is quite a vegetarian person. She wouldn't touch meat or anything like that. And Steve, on the other hand, is a true carnivore type of a person. He enjoys his meat and so on. And I thought, you know, these guys have to cook completely different meals for every meal that they make every day. And I thought that, yep, they must be absolutely nuts, or they must be in love. So I guess it must be love that keeps them going and keeps them being happy and keep the relationship basically strong and happy together.
There are a lot of hearts that are breaking today, Steve, as you marry Claire. But no one's heart is breaking more than one girl's in particular. You know who I mean. She's here with me today and she would like to say a few words. Just 1 second. Okay, Stella, go ahead. Go ahead. Love doesn't need any words. Love is a universal language. So please, just be kind to her when you see her next. Okay? Thanks, Steve.
Life is an adventure. It is all about choices. The choices you make determine the paths you will follow. We never know where it will end up or how long it will take to get there and what bumps will occur along the way. But to travel this road with someone who is your best friend, your partner, and your lover will make this journey all worthwhile. In the end, you will have written a story which is unique to you both and shared by no one else. Today is the beginning chapter in your story.
The greatest marriages are built on teamwork, a mutual respect, a healthy dose of admiration, and a never-ending portion of love. Marriage is not a noun, it's a verb. It isn't something you get, it's something you do. It's the way you love your partner every day. There are few things in life more beautiful than a couple in love and marriage in full bloom. Steve and Claire, we love you so much and we wish you all the happiness in the world as you begin your married life.
When did I know that Steve was the one? Well, I feel like I knew long before this, but the moment that really solidified it for me was the day that he left to go work at the Vancouver Olympics, and he was going to be away for a whole 2 months. When looking back on it now, I realize that that's not that long, but I remember feeling just my whole body ached, and I knew in that moment that I never wanted to be apart from him for that long ever again.
I knew Claire was the one the first summer that I was dating her. We just started dating about a month or so before I moved back to Oakville for the summer. And at the time, living in Oakville, I was driving up to St. Catharines just about every weekend to see her when I wasn't working at my sweet job at Canadian Tire. But I knew she was the one because I couldn't stop thinking about her, and if I wasn't thinking about her, I was texting her. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know what texting was until I met Claire. probably because I'm 35 years older than her. But that's neither here nor there.
What do I love most about Steve? Well, I've been saying it for years that he's my rock. And it's been really hard for me to be able to describe what I mean by that, but he's my rock. He's there for me. He grounds me when I need to be brought down to reality a little bit. He always knows exactly what to say, even when words can't fix what we're going through. He just really always finds a way to brighten my day, brighten the day of others. He's one of the most selfless, compassionate people that I've ever met, and he inspires me to be better in myself.
Favorite things about Claire? I love that she is passionate. Her motivation knows no bounds. She will do her very best. She will do 110% of her ability at everything that she does. And it's that motivation and her striving to be better all the time that makes me strive to be a better person all the time as well. I love that no matter how stressed out I am, no matter how tough a day I've had, as soon as I walk in the door and I'm greeted by that little finger over the couch saying, "Hello, Chief," and Claire surrounded by a half-eaten bag of marshmallows, that all my worries, all my troubles will melt away instantly.
One of my favorite moments with Steve was about 3 or 4 years ago now at New Year's Eve at Matt Tippin's house. And we had gotten a little into the wine by this point, and Steve told me, he promised me that one day he was going to marry me. I told him to prove it. So what he did was he took the little wire cage off of the champagne bottle and he fastened it into a little ring and he put it on my finger. And I wore it all night with pride, thinking that one day this would be a real ring and we'd really be getting married. And here we are. And it's become one of our little things, one of our little quirks. And so now every time we have a champagne bottle, I get to wear one of these haggard rings around for the night and think about how far we've come.
My happiest moment with Claire, I'd imagine by the time everyone is watching this, I will have a new happy moment with Claire. But it's probably the engagement and seeing her initial reaction when I finally asked her to marry me, and then watching her get to tell the story to family and friends and just how happy she was. I think that was probably my happiest moment with her.
As Steve and I were both media communications students, you had to imagine that there would be some pop culture references in this video. So thinking back to one of my favorite TV moments would be the North American version of The Office when Jim and Pam get married. And they talk about taking mental photos rather than physical ones to really cherish all those important moments. And looking back on our relationship, Steve and I have definitely had a lot of those little moments captured in our memories. So here's to many more to come.
I love how much she loves animals. I don't know what it is about meeting and touching animals. It just makes her light up like a firework. Like I've never seen anyone so happy to be licked in the face by a giraffe. But I don't know, it's just that genuine happiness. I love that about her. In all seriousness, what I love most about Claire is that she is my best friend. We've known each other for 7 years. We can still find things to talk about and to laugh about. And although we live busy lives, and probably will continue to do so, we still find time to have little adventures and to explore everything around us. So I continue to look forward to exploring the world with you for the rest of my life.
What am I most looking forward to in my future with Steve? Babies. But in all seriousness, what I'm most looking forward to is enjoying more of the little moments and supporting each other through all the big ones.
It's an incredible feeling to wake up to such an amazing person every day. And I look forward to having that feeling for the rest of my life. I look forward to growing old with you. I look forward to laughing with you. And tears, I guess, because I'm sure you're an absolute hot mess right now. but you're my best friend, and I can't wait to see what our next adventure brings.